Yep. You didn't move that, did you? On a shirt. Ready? Okay, see me in there. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Hola, welcome back. So earlier when we tried to do this video, the chickens started making noise, so I had to go out there and shut them up. Meanwhile, he was over here doing the video himself. I'm not sure I'm not sure if I'll add that to this video at the end or do a separate video like when you leave your husband alone with a camera. Yeah, be careful, girls. Anyways, so welcome to our bed. This is an update as we promised. The reason why we're in the bed, which good morning, by the way. Today is Sunday, December 18th, exactly 1 week after we found out that I was pregnant. The reason why we're in the bed, like I was saying, is I put myself on bed rest. Not medically, because I haven't been to an actual doctor yet. I've been to, I've seen nurses, but not an actual doctor. My insurance doesn't kick in until January 1st. He's adding me onto his. And so I have been trying to just be careful on my own. I've been monitoring the pregnancy on my own from previous experiences. As I've told you guys, I already have 3 girls. So I have been through quite a few miscarriages, so I know what it's like. It's real scary. So this time around, I'm super paranoid and nervous. So as I said, this video is basically going to be updating you guys on the full story, like I said in our last video. The full story is going to be basically how we knew that I was pregnant and what made us take a test, because if you saw my other video, the one where it was Eat With Me, it was like a mukbang. On that video, I had mentioned that I was going to start making different kind of videos. I was basically tired of the TTC, every single month, just taking tests and seeing negatives month after month. It was just getting really, so basically, it's like they say, when you give up, there it is. So we didn't give up trying. I gave up on stressing so much and testing all the time, like I was doing in the previous months. So this month, I was like, it ain't gonna happen. I'll take a test when I'm closer to the day to take a test, and we'll go from there.
So basically, she was very moody, very emotional. When she started getting emotional over little things that she shouldn't be, I started getting the feeling, yep, she could be pregnant.
I remember on the day before we tested, it was either Saturday or Friday. I can't remember right now the incident, but you were like, that's because you're pregnant. And I was like, stop getting my hopes up. Do you remember what that was about? Oh, my boobies.
Is that what it was?
I think it was my boobs, because they were getting bigger and hurting.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, that's because you're getting milk. I'm like, shut up. You say this all the time and don't get my hopes up. And this was the day before finding out. Any other signs that you saw before I go with mine?
No.
As for me, what should have gave it away, as you guys, for those of you that have been following our journey, in the video where I said, the one I was talking about recently, it was Eat With Me, that one, I ate sushi. I was already pregnant, but didn't know it. So, I mean, they say not to stress too much on what you do before you find out you're pregnant, but I was really early on regardless. But I had been craving sushi, and anything that has to do with like Chinese, Japanese foods, anything like that, I was just wanting it. I thought I was just going through a phase. Nope. Now we know why. We had sushi, I think, 3 times within a total of like 7 days, right?
Yeah.
So that should have just gave us a hint. Well, at least me. So yeah, this Saturday, before finding out I was pregnant, I actually begged him to take me. Well, not really begged him too much. I was like, babe, I really want sushi again. Can you please, you know, I hinted to him. He's like, all right, let's go. I was like, what? I got so excited. Wasn't I like excited like a kid in a candy store or something like that? Those were basically the signs that I had, which were, like I said, you know, craving a lot of sushi and Asian foods in general, and moodiness. I was starting to feel like shortness of breath, those little, but nothing dramatic, just little bits. But I also get those before getting AF, so I didn't know. I just thought it was another, hey, here comes AF in about a week or so.
And for the people who don't know what AF is, can you tell them?
Aunt Flo, your period.
Oh, okay.
What did you think it was?
After fertilization.
Alright, so now I'm going to go over, you know, when was my ovulation. For those of you trying to compare my symptoms to your own personal experience, which everyone's different, as we all know. So you guys can have more symptoms than I did, or the other way around. It's just, everyone's different. But my personal experience was, my ovulation week was November 28th through December 4th. That was my actual week of ovulation. The official day of ovulation was December 2nd. And my period was November 17th. The weird thing is, at 5 DPO, which would have been December 7th, I had a temperature drop. For those of you doing your basal body temperature daily, that day I had it drop, which indicates when you ovulate. Well, that day, Wednesday, December 7th, I was with my mom. We were out doing things, and we went to go have lunch at Popeye's Chicken. We were sitting there having lunch. Everything was great. I was in the best mood. I was so happy. We were just conversating, you know, just having a good time. And I had just finished my meal. She was finishing up as well. And out of nowhere, I got hit with nausea. Like, I was like, oh my God. And I was having like this anxious feeling, like, oh, you know, like when something's wrong kind of feeling. It's the only way I can describe it. I was like, I started shaking. I started getting like hot flashes, kind of like a little sweaty. And I was like, Mom, I don't feel so great. And she's like, what's wrong? I said, I don't know. I feel like I gotta throw up. And I said, I ate sushi yesterday. I wonder if I'm having a reaction. So I was like, Mom, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I really don't feel good. She's like, okay. I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, I had to pee real bad. So I was like, maybe I just, my bladder's so full that it's making me sick. I don't know. It was weird. So I used the bathroom. I didn't throw up. I went back out into the restaurant, and I said, Mom, I still don't feel good. Well, you gotta get out of here. Like, I need to get out of here. And I just kept having this anxiety and this awful feeling where I just had to get out of that building. She's like, okay, let's go. We packed up, you know, we get in the car. Not even like 2 minutes down the road, it starts to go away. At that time, I thought maybe something was gonna happen. You know how you get those weird thoughts, like maybe something was gonna happen. It was a sign to leave the restaurant. Well, nothing happened, nothing. Looking back now, after finding out I was pregnant, it all makes sense. That was 5 DPO. I believe that was implantation. I looked up I did the research, and they say implantation, not all women, but some women, if you're very in tune, right? In tune with your body?
Yeah, in tune.
Okay, if you're very in tune with your body, you will notice little things that you normally wouldn't notice, you know, at other times. So I am very in tune with my body. I can feel any little thing that goes on. It's just, at that time, like I said, I didn't understand what those feelings were. I did not get implantation bleeding. So on that day, I think I did test the day before that. Only one time that whole cycle, it was negative. So I didn't think nothing of it. But like I was saying, you know, your typical bloated, you know, fatigue, dizziness, those were my typical symptoms. But like I said, on that December 7th, 5 DPO, I had that temperature drop. Actually, I'm sorry. The temperature drop was the day before, which was at 4 DPO, which when it drops, it means you're gonna have implantation. So on the 7th, that's when it started going back up, and it continued to go up, which was the 5 DPO. That's when it started to go back up. Between 5 DPO and 8 DPO, I went about normal days, just your typical symptoms. So then on 8 DPO, that was our Christmas office party, and I remember feeling really tired, right? I was like, God, I really don't want to go to this party. My boss, she went all out, and you know, she really tried to make it really special for us, and she did an amazing job. She's wonderful. She's actually my sister as well. My boss is my sister. Her and her husband actually have a gym business, and I'm their secretary part-time. So yeah, I really didn't want to disappoint her. So we still went, even though I was super, super tired. But that's the day that I had sushi also, because I was craving it and didn't know it. So the morning after that, I was 9 DPO. Something inside me said, you know what, even though you're not really trying to test and all that, just do it for the heck of it. Something inside me just kept saying, because he kept saying, I think you're pregnant and stuff like that. I took one of you guys saw the video, the strip. You're not going to be able to see this from here. I've already included the pictures in the other videos, but this is the one I'm talking about. I saw a very, like, I took the test. So I was brushing my teeth as the test was going, and I'm just brushing my teeth. I happen to look over and I go, no. And the test was about this far from me. I looked over and I started to see the second line right here showing up. I was like, no, I'm seeing things. It's just no way. There's no way. And I finished brushing my teeth and I looked at it and I was like, no. I right away I was like, there's something wrong with this test. So luckily I had the first response one left from the previous cycle. And so I said, okay, if this test shows up, then it's real. He was sleeping in here. Our bathroom is right behind the camera where you guys are, technically. So I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta take this test, the strip that came up positive, and my urine sample. And I said, I gotta get to the guest room and do this test in there because I wanted to film it. So I'm like a crazy person with my cell phone, pregnancy test, urine sample, all that. And I'm like sneaking real quietly so that he wouldn't hear me come out of the room. So I managed to get to the guest room. So yeah, I took this one and it came up pretty fast. And I was like, oh my God, it's real. And he, at one point, while I was trying to film, he woke up. And I was like, oh crap. And I was trying to surprise him. That's why I didn't want him to know like that. I wanted to do it cute. And so yeah, I made him breakfast. And while he was watching a football game, I got the little notes together and put it in the chicken coop. And you guys saw that video. If you haven't, just look at the video before this one. That's going to show the pregnancy announcement to him. So that same day, after I did the, you know, I let him know that I was pregnant and did that whole pregnancy announcement. That day, we left the house because I was trying to find the Clear Blue Digital, the one with the weeks estimator, and we couldn't find it. We went to 6 different places: Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Target, and then 2 other Walgreens. So it was 3 total Walgreens, 1 CVS, Target, and Walmart. None of them has the week estimator. But we ended up getting this one, and it still shows pregnant. And this is from December 11th. No, yeah, from December 11th. 7 days, and it's still showing pregnant. For some reason, this battery was good on this one. I don't think they're supposed to last this long, but I'm happy. After we confirmed it with that, then we're like, okay, we're good. So on that Monday, I had to go to work, and I had to do a lot of. That day I had to vacuum. I had to mop the floors. There was a lot of physical stuff that I had to do on that day. I tried to take it as easy as possible. So on Tuesday, that's when I woke up spotting, and I was like, oh no. But it wasn't dramatic, it's just pink. And So that day, I had an appointment that I needed to go to. I went to that appointment, came back home. I was still spotting, so I took it easy that rest of that day. I was like, okay, I'm just going to lay down for this day. Maybe, I thought maybe implantation, but I thought it was weird that I already got a positive on a digital at 9 DPO 2 days prior to spotting. So I don't think that's implantation. I took it easy. It started to go away. On Wednesday, I had to do some runarounds. I had another appointment. Came home, spotting again. This time a little more, but still not bad. It's not like I needed to wear a pad or panty line or anything like that. It wasn't that. It was only when I used the bathroom and wiped. Then that's when he was like, that's it. You're on bed rest, you know, until this clears up. He would not let me do anything. He's been so helpful. He's been cooking, cleaning, you know, dishes. He's been doing it all. Him and the girls. But my little one, she's been so helpful, my 13-year-old. And yeah, so I just been spotting pretty much every single day except today, thank God. Yesterday, only like a little barely visible hint in the morning, and it cleared up. The entire day, nothing. Today, thank God, so far nothing. And I've been testing every day, and I got these. Well, he got me these because I couldn't leave the house. The lines are getting darker, so that's giving me a lot of hope that everything is still progressing good. Okay, so my insurance kicks in about 2 weeks, so you know, I'm hoping everything continues to go the way it's going right now, and no problems, no complications. So today I am 4 weeks and 3 days pregnant, and I'm gonna do bump dates, but those are gonna be at the end of the week, which would make sense. Like some people do it as soon as they turn 4 weeks. Okay, here's my 4-week bump date. I don't want to do it that way because I want to actually document my symptoms throughout the 4 weeks to give an accurate information on my 4-week. It makes sense. So as soon as I'm either 4 weeks, 6 days, or 5 weeks exact, then I'll do my 4-week bump date. So that's how I'm going to be doing it every week from this day forward. This is basically the full story of how we knew we were pregnant. I explained a little bit of how we found out that we were pregnant and how we knew or thought. We can do a little update for my 3-week update now, but no bump date because there's no point right now. Alright, so you want to tell them how week 3 has been?
Alright, so week 3 has been rough.
A little crazy.
Crazy. So I come home 3 out of the 6 days I worked this week. I worked 12 hours. So on the 3rd day of working 12 hours, I come home and clean the bathroom. And she goes to go in the bathroom to use the bathroom. And she says, not cleaned properly. She starts crying.
I think it's the pregnancy hormones. It's making my senses strong. So I swear it's... And the bathroom's clean. I clean it regularly. There was nothing visually dirty, but I could smell like if it wasn't clean. I'm super sensitive right now, I guess. But go ahead.
So she starts crying and throws a fit.
Big time.
Big time.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I ended up getting up and re-cleaning the toilet myself because I felt that I couldn't use that bathroom. In my mind, it didn't smell clean enough and I needed to do it myself. So he was like, don't do that, you're not supposed to be doing anything. But I was like, nope, nuh-uh. I went and I cleaned the toilet myself, and yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I got frustrated that day. I got frustrated.
Big time. I was crying. I was like, yeah, it was pretty bad. Real quickly, I want to go over what I've been doing so far. So far, I have been taking the Garden of Life My Kind Organics for prenatal vitamins. It's basically certified organic whole food. It's all natural, USDA organic, non-GMO, certified vegan. I'm not vegan, but you know, I'm just trying to do as healthy as possible. It is certified gluten-free. I mean, these are basically just from foods. So nothing, what do you call that, synthetic?
No synthetic, artificial ingredients.
Yeah, everything is 100% natural, and I'm just trying to do as natural as possible in this pregnancy. I started taking those immediately. For my belly, I already have some stretch marks from my previous pregnancies, nothing crazy, thank God, but I'm trying to prevent them from getting worse. So he went and got these for me. I made the phone calls to our local health food stores. Is that what they're called, basically?
Yeah.
They're like the stores that you find all the organic and natural foods and stuff and vitamins. So I called and told them, hey, you know, I need this products so my husband can pick them up. So I got this. It's by Now, I guess. Now Solutions, and it's shea
butter.
It's shea butter. And it is 100% pure and certified organic as well. USDA organic certified. And it has no scent. I mean, you know, they don't put anything in it. It's just natural, 100%. And it's really hard. See? So what I do is I grab a little chunk of it and I put it right in the palm of my hand. I start going like this, warm it up, and it melts. So, and then I apply that. We did try this once. These are the vitamin E capsules?
No,
soft gels.
Soft gels.
Yeah.
So what you do is you take a sewing needle, you poke the soft gel, and then you squeeze it out onto the skin and you rub it in.
What I'm gonna try and do is, I haven't done it yet. This he did. We did it one time where he applied it all over my skin, my belly, and you know, the boobs. But this would get expensive because imagine once the belly gets real huge. I mean, this is definitely, we used like how many on just...
We used, I think, between 4 and 6.
Yeah. So what I think I'm going to start doing is, and this is not organic, none, you know, it's just regular vitamin E soft gels. What I'm going to do is get a little bit of this and put it there and have him, you know, pop it open, or me, whatever. Squeeze it under and mix it in. That's my intentions on starting to do it that way. That was a quick update on what I've been taking. That's all I'm taking, nothing else. I've been drinking a ton of water. I've been avoiding sodas. Juice, I have like cranberry juice maybe once a day, if that, or once every other day. That's about it. As for foods, I'm not strict on that. Like I said, my craving has been sushi, which had him pick me up one California roll, which barely has any imitation crab meat in it. And that's very low on mercury. So you just can't eat like raw sushis. Some fish is good, like salmon, to eat during pregnancy, but again, not a lot. Just very, very little amounts of it, and it has to be cooked. So yeah, that's what I've been doing to be able to satisfy my sushi cravings.
Yeah. So
yeah, guys, this was just a quick little update on prior to my 4 weeks and how we found out. So we will see. Well, I just brought him in today just because this was just an update, his personal thoughts. I know I didn't let him talk much. I always do that. I talk too much. You guys will know that. But yeah, so that's it. I will see you guys in 1 week. Well, actually no, I'm already 4 weeks, 3 days, I said. So in less than a week, I will be uploading my 4-week bump date. So excited. Bye, guys. Alright, guys, see y'all later.